Hi, beautiful people. How are things going with you? Y'all, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Hi, neighbor. Guess what, y'all? Today, I'm talking about spiritual and biblical numbers. Do y'all ever wonder what the numbers are when you see them? What's the the significance about numbers? Why are numbers so important? Well, numbers are important because can we live without numbers? I don't think we can live without numbers. I think numbers are a part of our being and our essence. But not only that, biblically speaking, numbers do have meaning as well. So today, I am going to give you the biblical numbers from 1 to 10. You can Google the meaning of a number as well, okay? But I'm going to give you the numbers from my favorite resource, the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary, which is by Charles Fillmore. I'm sure you can get it on Amazon. I don't know what's wrong with my words. Amazon. You can get it on Amazon.com, darling. You can get it on Amazon. So the book is available on Amazon. The author is Charles Fillmore. You can go and also download it. There's a free PDF. I don't know. Sometimes you just feel like turning the pages and marking it up yourself, but the book is online. Just put in the Metaphysical Bible Dictionary, Charles Fillmore, and you can see it, okay? And you can do the PDF, download it. Also, well, let's just get started with the numbers. Just want y'all to know I appreciate you. I'm happy you're here with me. And we're going to start with my favorite number. 1. The number 1. The number 1 represents God. It's the origin of all things. 1 is the cause of all things. And obviously, 1 is represented and referred to as the presence of God. That's why we heard Jesus say, "My Father and I are one." Jesus was always talking about 1, or referring to 1, or letting us know the importance of 1. So 1 is important for us. The number 1 is important because it reminds us of the beginning, or the origin, or the cause of all things. That's number 1. Also, the number 2. 2 represents division. And it also represents opposites, like male, female, up, down, night, day, in, out. That's what the number 2 represents. And y'all, when I'm talking about these numbers, I'm talking about spiritually, psychologically, esoterically, okay? Sometimes they have physical meanings, but mostly it's a way to be empowered, to help us to be spiritual beings having human experiences. How do we be more spiritual? We learn more spiritual things, okay? So the number 2 represents division, and it represents our desire. Whenever we have a desire, but our mind is divided, and it's not in a state of wholeness or oneness. So it's like, oh, I think I want some pizza. No, I'm not sure if I want some pizza. Do I want to go get it? What kind of pizza do I want? So 2 can represent division. And in order for us to become one or whole with our desires, we nourish and sustain our desire by the attention, the positive attention that we give to our desire. And we have that feeling and knowing that as we meditate on our desire, it will become more solid for us. There's no longer division. There's oneness, okay? The next is the number 3, and it represents conviction. It represents conviction or subconscious impregnation, What that means is we don't have the desire anymore. I made up my mind. I want some pizza. I'm going to get the pizza. Now, boom. All I have to do is wait for the pizza to be delivered. Sometimes life is a little bit more complex when it comes down to making decisions and embracing and believing in our desires. Pizza's easy. Unless you want sushi. Just kidding. And let's see. Yes, the number 3. This is a conditioned state which follows the number 2. It's a conditioned state because conviction is not fully arrived until we make up our mind that we have decided this is what we're going to do, this is how we're going to do it. And that's what conviction is, a made-up mind. The number 4. The number 4 represents the manifestation of our objectification into our subconscious mind. I like big words. Manifestation of our objectification means objectification means it's solid. You got a sense of completeness about it. All right, it's real. 4 means real. It's also, the number 4 is also a symbol of the world. The number 5. Number 5 represents the sum of number 2 and number 3. And that is working from a place of wisdom and understanding. Wisdom is the awareness of the power and the presence of God within you, and understanding the application of the God power that is present in us and applying it on a daily basis. Like, instead of like being worried, being stressed out, having a difficult time and just giving into it, whenever we work from the place of number 5, you pull out the number 5, we're able to know that God is with us. God is working right there with us. 5 is also a symbol of the imagination, disciplined imagination. That's like whenever you imagine you're going to get a new house and you can see how you want each and every room decorated. Using your imagination in a specific, precise way. That's what a disciplined imagination means. Instead of just letting our mind run wild, doing whatever it wants to. 5 also represents disciplined imagination, disciplined thought. And this is what the number 5 represents too. Whatever you imagine and feel to be true, it will come to pass. Y'all hold that thought, and I'll be back.